Hello everybody, this is Garum, and of course I am ignoring reality. Welcome to the expert talent build for the Fire Mage. Here at level 15 we have Pyromaniac, Configation, and Fire Starter. The two to really be looking at on this tier is your Pyromaniac and the Configation. Pyromaniac is going to be way up there in terms of single target damage. It's crazy, guys. And Configation is going to be your pick if you are going to be doing a lot of raiding, dungeon diving, that kind of thing. So it is your AoE kind of damage. It's passive, as it forces enemies to get a secondary fire damage dot that can also flare up and spread around. This one here, it really comes down to, are you questing or are you dungeon diving? If you're questing and doing single target, probably want to look at Pyromaniac. But if you're going to be in groups of 2, 3, 4 or more, you really should consider Configation. Now level 30 here, we have Shimmer, Cauterize, and Cold Snap. I vastly prefer Cold Snap, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't know how many dungeons I have been in where bosses are constantly targeting the floor with all kinds of nasty business, so I'm running like mad and so is the healer, and sometimes that healer didn't quite catch me. But pop this out, I become immune to damage and regenerate 30% of my total life. You're probably thinking, well yeah, Cauterize will effectively, passively keep you from dying. And yeah, that's true. It will prevent death, heal you for 35% of your health, but then you are going to set yourself on fire and burn down 28% of that. So effectively, you do prevent one death and stand there with 7% health. At 45, we have Mirror Image, Rune of Power, and Incanter's Flow. The Mirror Image is fun as it's kind of nostalgic because mages, obviously, we used to have that ability, but they took it away, put it in a talent tree, and it's fun to look at. But in terms of what you're going to do the most damage, Rune of Power, no question. No question. You're going to pop that on the ground in 10 seconds. You are 50% more mage than you used to be. 50% more. The numbers you're going to see in this is ridiculous. The other ones, not even close. You want to do Incanter's Flow if you're going to be heading into a dungeon where you're not really going to be able to stand prone on a nice little Rune of Power. You're going to have to be very mobile. That's really the only case that you want to pick Incanter's Flow over Rune of Power. 60, we got Blast Wave, Flame On, and Controlled Burn. Now Blast Wave you might want to consider if you're heading into PvP, because it is going to make everyone walk real super slow. They can't get to you. But outside of that, guys, you really want to do Flame On. Yeah, it's going to give your Fire Blast an additional 2 charges, but note that if you're already sitting on 2 charges, don't hit it again, because you cannot have 4 charges of Blast Wave. 75, Ring of Frost is maybe another thing that could possibly be useful in PvP. Outside of that, I don't really see a use for it. Whereas Ice Flows is going to make it where you can run around in a boss fight and still be able to cast. It's more useful way more often. Now level 90, it's going to come between Living Bomb and Unstable Magic. Living Bomb is going to be your go-to for your AoE damage. Otherwise, Unstable Magic is, well, it's better, because your Fire Blast is going to have a 25% chance to just burst on hit. When it does, it's going to do an additional 50% damage to your target and then everybody else within 8 yards. Turn your primary spell, your Fireball, into an occasional passive AoE. It's awesome. More single target, unstable, more AoE, you're looking at Living Bomb. Level 100, all 3 of these are good. And it just, like a lot of other things in this tree, it really depends on what you're doing, okay? At level 100, I really prefer Meteor. You tag the ground and nothing happens for 3 seconds, but then you freaking nuke. Okay? I'm not saying these other 2 are bad. I'm saying that the way that I play, I found more use with the Meteor ability than anything else. Remember, these abilities can change up depending on PvP, questing, or dungeon running. This spec that you see right here on your screen is what I would consider to be just a right down the line, good for pretty much everything spec. Okay? I have some good AoE here, but I have some very solid single target damage. Now, I really do hope this helped you guys out a little bit, and if it did, throw me a like, throw me a share. I really do appreciate all the extra help I can get, and guys, seriously, thanks for watching.